morning, all. My name's Kelly Nickerson, and I'm a board-certified physical therapist. What we're going to be going over today is how to do stairs. Now, you might be having some difficulties because you just had a knee replacement or a hip replacement, or maybe you just had a stroke and you just need a little bit of guidance of how to negotiate those stairs. I'm sure you've had physical therapy within the hospital or even at home, but this might just be a little reminder of what to do whenever you have to negotiate stairs, either by yourself or with a loved one or a caregiver. All right, here we go. Okay, now we're actually going to climb the stairs. So in this situation, we're going to pretend my left leg is the bad leg, meaning it might be the weak leg, or maybe it's one that just had a surgery, so it's a little bit painful. So we're going to pretend the left leg is the quote-unquote bad leg. I usually like to say the more involved leg. I never like to say good or bad. So I'm fortunate here in my home where we have 2 sets of handrails, but I know most homes don't really have that, so we're going to simulate just with one. So what we're going to do is you can use a cane on one side. If you have 2 handrails and you're nervous for the first time, use both handrails. We're just going to pretend that we only have one on the right side going up. So you're going to grab on here, and if you have a cane on the other side, you can use the cane as well. So again, the left leg is the bad leg. So what I want you to remember is that the left leg goes up first. So the good, up with the good, and when you come down, down with the bad. But we'll go over descending stairs in a little bit. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up with the good leg. In this situation, it's our right leg. This is because you want to use the good leg because you're going to use most of your power on that good leg to bring yourself up, okay? If this is your first time doing stairs, you're a little nervous, just take it one at a time. We don't want to do a reciprocal pattern just yet until you get a little bit more confidence. So again, you're going to go up with the good, and when you do this, you can use your upper body to kind of pull yourself up if you need to, and really push down and through that good leg. And as you come up, squeeze your butt as you do that because we want to involve the glutes. So again, we'll try that again. Up with the good and push. Up with the good, push. Now if you have both hands, obviously you can use both hands on both handrails or the cane just to improve your confidence as well as overall safety. Now when you're coming down, again, our left leg here is the bad leg. So I'll show you here. You're going to come down. Again, I'm just going to use one handrail. You're going to come down with the bad leg. Now, this seems a little counterintuitive, but why you go down with the bad leg is because your good leg is supporting your weight on that step you're coming off of. So again, you're going to come down with the bad leg. And if I do it slow enough, you can see how much of my quad that I'm using on that good leg. Now, if I was to do it on the bad leg and say it was a little bit injured or it's a little bit weak, you're putting all of your weight, and that has a chance to buckle. So what you want to do is go down with the bad leg, just like so. Now, if you are a little bit more nervous or a little bit more unsteady, you can do the hand-over-hand method. I'm going to show you on this side. So what you can do if you're a little bit extra nervous, again, you might have to be going a little bit sideways to use both hands on one handrail, which is okay just as long as you have enough width of the stair to put both of your feet on. I don't want you just like kind of doing one half off and one on. So what you can do is you can use both hands. You just are coming at the stairs at kind of a diagonal with your feet, okay? And then this way you're really, really steady if you're really unsure yourself. And again, if you can, you want to still go up with the good leg, but if you're crossing over, that might be more of an issue. So you might have to depend on the bad leg more if you're doing this side method, okay? Okay, now if you are taking care of a loved one or you have a caregiver at home and you're there with you doing these stairs and you want to have that extra person just for safety reasons, now when you're going up the stairs, always have that caregiver or loved one behind you, okay? So they can, as you're going up the stairs, again, you want to kind of maximize your independence, so try to do it by yourself. But as you're going upstairs, they can kind of have your hands on your hips if need be, or I often would brace myself in case it's a sudden fall. So I can use the handrail of the wall. And then the worst case scenario, if you start to fall backwards, then that caregiver or loved one can just kind of push you, a gentle push forward onto the steps. Because I'd rather you go forward going up, excuse me, than going backwards, okay? Now when you're coming down the steps, okay, coming down, descending the steps, the loved one should be in front of you. Again, if anything goes wrong, if you're coming down a full flight of stairs, I'd rather you fall backwards onto the steps onto your butt than you coming forward and falling down the rest of the steps. So again, going up the steps, caregivers behind you, going down the steps, caregivers in front of you. All right, so that's kind of the very basic stair training. This is just meant to be a little reminder if you forgot how to do stairs from the hospital that the therapist might have already taught you. But just remember, be safe. Have someone there if this is your first time or you're a little bit nervous, whether it's a family member or the home PT or caregiver. And just take your time the first couple of times. It's going to be scary, but the idea is with exercise and with physical therapy, the stairs are going to get easier. You're going to get more confident and you're not going to be afraid of falling. Now, this is my first video of the stair kind of series here. The next couple of videos, we're going to go over specific exercises that are focusing on our hips, our quads, or even our kind of posterior chain to improve our ability to climb the steps. All right, thanks guys.